Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of this week. I'm qocaman. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President of Azərbaycan, İlham held a number of receptions in video format. President Commander-in-Chief İlham inaugurated a newly built military unit of internal troops of Ministry of Internal Affairs. President İlham received a delegation led by Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the Grand National Assembly of Turkey, Akif Çağatay Kılıç, on March 9th.
President İlham stressed the importance of the visit of Chairman of the Foreign Relations Commission of the Turkish Grand National Assembly, Akif Çağatay Kılıç, to our country and said that our interparliamentary relations are developing very successfully. We are always together and support each other, both bilaterally and within international organizations. Of course, the support provided by Turkey during the Second Karabakh War, as you know, delighted the entire Azerbaijani people, said President İlham, noting that is natural, because two brotherly countries are always next to each other. President İlham stressed that the political and moral support provided by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan from the first hours of the Great Patriotic War was very encouraging, and noted the solidarity and support of the Speaker of the Turkish Grand National Assembly and members of Parliament to Azerbaijan. These days of war have once again shown how much our peoples are connected, how much they love and respect each other, the head of state said, noting that the recent summit of the Economic Cooperation Organization, President of Turkey praised Azerbaijan and our victory. President İlham stressed that we highly appreciate the great support of the Turkish media and all public organizations to Azerbaijan during the war. Today, a new situation has emerged in our region and new reality has been created. The Nagorno-Karabakh conflict is history. It has been resolved and it's over. Now we must look to the future and think about cooperation in our region, especially the implementation of transport projects, the opening of the Zangezur corridor, said President İlham, expressing confidence that we will achieve these through joint efforts. Chairman of the Foreign Relations Commission of the Turkish Grand National Assembly, Akif Çağatay Kılıç, conveyed greetings of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Speaker of the Turkish Grand National Assembly, Mustafa Şentop, to the head of our state. Of course, as members of the Foreign Relations Commission of the Turkish Grand National Assembly, we are rejoiced at your great victory, and we have made this visit to once again show our unity and equality in this sense, said Akif Çağatay Kılıç, and thanked President İlham for the reception. President İlham thanked President of Turkey Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Speaker of the Turkish Grand National Assembly, Mustafa Şentop, for their greetings and asked to convey his greetings to the President of Turkey and Speaker of the Parliament.
On March 10th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham received in a video format Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade of Hungary, Peter Siarto.
President İlham touched upon the significance of the visit of the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade of Hungary, Peter Siarto, to our country, noted the correct direction of the Bilateral Economic Commission, stressed the importance of active cooperation between Azerbaijan and Hungary, the strategic partners in various areas, and expressed gratitude for Hungary's support in our communications with the European Commission. As you know, we are now in the final stage of the discussions on the new agreement. Due to the pandemic and war, these discussions obviously were put on hold, but absolute majority of the items have been already agreed. So, I am sure that in the coming months there should be more progress, said the head of our state, and emphasized that Hungary and Azerbaijan, as two friendly countries, need to activate cooperation in economic area of trade, especially now after the liberation of the occupied territories. There are many opportunities for the reconstruction. Hungary is one of the closest friends of Azerbaijan, and I'm sure that there will be a lot of opportunities for Hungarian companies to work together with us on the liberated areas, said President İlham, stressing the big potential in the fields of agriculture and technologies. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade of Hungary, Peter Siarto, thanked President İlham for the reception and conveyed the greetings of Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban. Our position has always been that Azerbaijan deserves its sovereignty among its international recognized borders, said Peter Siarto, stressing that Hungary will always show a balanced approach to this issue, speak the truth and openly express its position. President İlham thanked for the greetings of Viktor Orban and asked the minister to extend his greetings to the Hungarian Prime Minister.
President İlham Əliyev also received European Union Special Representative for the South Caucasus, Toyvo Klar.
The sides exchanged views on the prospects for cooperation between Azerbaijan and the European Union. The new geopolitical situation in the region, post-war conditions, restoration and reconstruction works in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan, implementation of regional transport projects were discussed during the conversation.
On March 11th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Əliyev, received in a video format new President of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Odil Rinobasso, and other members of the bank's senior management.
Saying that over the past 30 years, very strong partnership relations were built between Azerbaijan and EBRD, the head of state said that the bank supported Azerbaijan in its transformation and diversification of its economy. The fact that we have project financing in the amount of more than 3 billion euros is a clear demonstration of that, said the head of state, and added that it was important currently that half of this portfolio were the funds channeled to the private sector. Expressing his gratitude to the EBRD for the support extended to energy projects, in particular to the Southern Gas Corridor, President İlham Əliyev said that the main objective now was to continue to diversify our economy. Currently, our main goal is restoration of the liberated territories, noted the head of state, and added that as a result of the occupation that lasted for 30 years, everything was destroyed and now an area more than 10,000 square kilometers would have to be rebuilt. We have already started. We have started the construction of an international airport. We're building highways and railways, and we count on cooperation with the EBRD on these issues, said President İlham Əliyev. The head of state also noted that there was great potential for the renewable energy sources in the liberated territories. President of the EBRD, Odil Rinobasso, extended her congratulations on how well the situation in respect to COVID-19 was coped in Azerbaijan, saying that this crisis led to many economic problems in many areas and the situation in Azerbaijan was comparatively better compared with other countries. Odil Rinobasso touched on cooperation with Azerbaijan, saying that the bank cooperates with the government of Azerbaijan in the fields of wind and sun energy. She stated that it was important to adopt a legislative framework in that regard and touched on the importance of cooperation in this field. During the course of the conversation, the parties expressed satisfaction with the level of cooperation between Azerbaijan and EBRD and expressed confidence that this cooperation will further strengthen. During the meeting, the sides exchanged views on issues of transport, renewable energy, Ganja Green City project, Azerbaijan-Caspian shipping, telecommunication, banking sector, and projects implemented and to be implemented in the territories liberated from the occupation.
President Supreme Commander-in-Chief İlham Əliyev took part in the opening of a new building of the military unit of the Ministry of Internal Affairs in the Sabuncu district of Baku.
President Supreme Commander-in-Chief İlham Əliyev arrived in the new military unit of the internal troops of the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Fərhat, möhtərəm Prezident, Cənab Ali Başkomandan, hərbi hissə təqdimata hazırdır. Daxili İşlər Naziri General Polkovnik Eyvazov.
The Minister of Internal Affairs, Colonel General Vilayet Eyvazov, informed the head of state about the work done. On the territory of the military unit, headquarters, barracks, buildings for workshops, medical point, soldiers' dining room and other necessary infrastructure facilities were built. All necessary work aimed at raising the level of service and household conditions, construction and combat training of personnel was carried out. During the construction of the soldiers' barracks, the organization of effective recreation and leisure time of servicemen was taken into account. Then President İlham Əliyev got acquainted with weapons and ammunition, special means and equipment of the internal troops. Today, the internal troops are one of the most modern military formations, both in terms of combat capability, material and technical equipment, and provision of military technical equipment. The head of state also got acquainted with the conditions created in the medical center of the military unit. There are all the necessary conditions for the provision of medical services to the servicemen. The canteen of the military unit is also distinguished with its modernity. In short, the conditions created in its military unit once again testify that under the leadership of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief, very significant steps are being taken to build the army, including first improvement of the conditions of service for servicemen of the internal troops. President İlham Əliyev was also informed about the commandant post established in the territories liberated from the occupation. All the opportunities for a high-level service as well as for organization of recreation have been created here.
According to the decree of President İlham, a trip to Ağdam city liberated from occupation was organized for media structures, heads of NGOs, bloggers and public activists.
On the instructions of President İlham, media leaders and social media activists visiting Ağdam first arrived in the Başkervan village. ED to the President, Hikmet Hacıyev, said that houses and historic buildings in the village were completely destroyed during the Armenian occupation. Then the media representatives got acquainted with the mine-clearing operations carried out in the area. It was reported that the Mine Action Agency has started mine clearance operations for more than a month. Currently, a section with a length of 25 kilometers and a width of 40 meters, through which the Barda-Ağdam railway passes, is being cleaned of mines. As a result of operations carried out in February, about 2 kilometers and a total of 37,400 square meters of the area were inspected. The chief of the Anama operational headquarters, Idris Ismailov, said during the search operations, 35 anti-tank mines, 41 anti-personnel mines and 2 unexploded ordnance were found and confiscated. The search operations are still underway. To date, anti-personnel mines have been found along 2 lines and anti-tank mines along 1 line. The area is contaminated with unexploded ordnance and mines. It's the previous line of contact. During the operations, 3 anti-personnel mines and 1 anti-tank mine were found. Media leaders and social media activists also visited the first alley of Matis, built in 1991 in Uzundere. Like all of other occupied territories, the alley was completely destroyed. Then they visited the monuments complex of Qarabağ Khans, Imarat Stadium of Qarabağ Football Club in Ağdam. They faced with signs of Armenian vandalism here too. Media and NGO leaders, bloggers and public activists then visited the Ağdam Jummah Mosque. The members of the delegation also visited the area where the Ağdam Drama Theatre is located and have witnessed the destruction committed by Armenian vandals.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and see you next Sunday.